You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Здорово! Всем зрителям, которые меня сейчас смотрят. Продолжаем приключения по всем сюжеткам. Дополнение всякие ивенты я пока не прохожу. Они пока что есть. Но мне пока паду их делать. Но в будущем запись по этому поводу будет. Либо, скорее всего, прямо на стриме я это все сделаю. Потому что есть тут интересные вещи по типу вот этого всего. В принципе, 7 дней. У меня на это все есть время. Говно вопрос. Мы это все сделаем потом. Ботан, ну, это все сделано. Белая пыль тоже вся сделана уже давно. Небесный бык, кстати, вот с этим чуваком сейчас будет квест у нас. Сюжетка. То есть я решил его взять. Испытания тоже все прошли. Сюда я пока не лезу. У меня вот прогресс, ну, грубо говоря, 7 этаж. Но мне пока тяжело, и поэтому я решил полностью качать вообще всех персонажей. Как у меня это будет получаться, вообще я пока понятия не имею. То есть еще есть кого мне качать. И потихонечку по одних я все делаю. Сначала я делаю им все артефакты, потом я буду уже им левел повышать, потому что у меня свитков просто-напросто на всех не хватит. И потом уже... У меня будет и вторая, и третья группа. Поехали. Привет, Кать.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. After assessing the assignment, the guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required.
Just another day on the job for us!
Так это
Allow
опасно?
me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused, but it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before...
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring... No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
Что ж, у него есть банда, у меня есть Пайман.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, but please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances. Thank you. I will await...
Давай. Как я понимаю, чувак, с которым связан эта сюжетка...
Let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out...
Это плохой чувак, с которым, походу, мы потом будем пиздиться. Собственно.
Ito. Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's so, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
Ну, есть постоянная работа.
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out... If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do...
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Так, ну эти подробности уже интересные, на самом деле. Сначала думали о том, что это преступник, а теперь... не факт. Ты что расскажешь, подруга?
Arataki Ito?
Угу.
Oh yeah, I I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on...
Huh? How can you be so sure?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do it,
Недостаточно умен.
maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock paper. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you...
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable! And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just...
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid... In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game.
Понимаю, о чем ты.
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryo Commission's evidence, so I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really...
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking.
Ну да, все говорят о том, что он, парень-то хороший на самом деле. Просто такое ощущение, что его просто подставили. Вот мне кажется, что вот именно так история закончится.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad, but Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many... For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But for an Oni, the horns are... At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally confessed. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the
Мотивы?
start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ну вот и повод, собственно.
At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo's. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to...
He does sound a little unstable. Just like people have been saying.
Мотивы нормальные
If the two
такие.
of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here.
Thanks for all the info.
Сначала мы с ним разберемся, а потом уже, может быть, и приведем.
Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist.
А кто у нас профессионал-то? Я уже и не помню.
Paimon remembers that there's a detective
Да,
agency
детектив.
here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Немножко FPS тут просаживается, я понятия не имею почему. Я сейчас немножечко это исправляю по ходу дела, чтобы не перезапускать запись. Привет. Не помню, как тебя зовут.
We'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Ito.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryok. I've heard all
Сколько?
about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you...
How much more are we...
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa!
Нифига.
Crazy expensive!
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryo
cool.
Commission. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first...
Давай. Скажи.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human,
but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Хорошая история.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni?
I suppose the Blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the Crimson...
But the blue Oni was just...
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is what I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into humans. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice?
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet the Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention
Спасибо за инфу.
I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use...
yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that in fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to... If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Вот как-то не слишком честно.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make... Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable...
Sneaky. But let's head to Yashiori Island and...
Погнали. Бобы. Может их просто посадить пойти? Да не. Куда идем? С пятачком. На месте формации. А там уже рядом есть зона, где находится он. Ну, по крайней мере, где-то вблизи он должен находиться.
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Look. There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy.
Так, все-таки надо решить задачу с тропами. Я скоро вернусь. Не знаю, поможет это или нет. Другого варианта у меня нет. Надеюсь, поможет.
There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead.
Следы? Какие следы ты видишь? Я даже сам их не вижу.
Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki?
Да, это
Ito?
он. Это он, это он.
He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Ну, я думаю, это неправильно будет. Что? Ой. Ну, Стой. Я невидимка.
Beans, no!
Что? Ты заплакал?
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
Да он не слушает. Ну же говорил, не надо.
Need a moment.
Так у него же глаз бога на шее. Они уже отобрали.
That's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though.
Ошибка, что ли?
Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
У нас еще много бобов. Если что, подходи.
Hey, whoa. Take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
Ты, похоже, меня не расслышал. У меня еще бобы есть.
Considering all the beans we have.
Во-во.
Yep, that's right. Me. All by myself. Nobody else.
Кому ты
As
врешь?
boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Сомнительные рассуждения.
What's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister. We've accepted a commission to bring you back.
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly he took the commission to bring you back.
Пайман. Дойди ты.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito!
Ну, не при детях.
Run now. Careful or you'll fall.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Знакомые.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
У тебя о том же, Пайман, тихо.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryo Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Ты заботливый.
But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Ну потому что ты этого не делал,
Listen, how
Итто.
about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel.
Ну
If
давай.
you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my... I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment.
What should we do? There is the kid to
Да,
Oh,
договорились.
it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found... Come
У
with
меня
me.
как-то хреная.
Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
Да давай я, блин, кого-нибудь из своих дам. Ну, у меня же их море просто. Нифига вот это вот беготня сейчас.
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start, the grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
Детство мне нравилась эта игра.
It's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert.
But we're not the ones that will be playing.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, not a problem.
Да я бы
You two might
сыграл.
think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find a
Okay, so he's not the sharpest.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna find some major league Oni.
Ну, пойдем посмотрим.
Uh-oh, lightning storm.
Ah, just our luck. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's come down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Beefy Beetle King, here we come!
Типа типу, не знаю, старшего брата Беннета. При чем здесь
You
невезение?
see all
Опа.
those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto. Now that, huh? Oh, what the? Ah, no, not lavender melons.
Бля, да он прикольный.
Well, even a pro.
Это реально забавный парень вообще.
Leave it to me.
Сейчас по пути это сделаю, то есть оно быстрая тема. Так. Главное прицельная стрельба. Где же ты там, бочка-то? А как я в него не попадал-то? Ну чё, за дерево типа? О. Просто я все же стараюсь сейчас чистить сразу, чтобы мозготрафа от этого не было, плюс еще пыль собирать. Ну, который вот это вот. Камень истока. Ну, я пылью почему-то собираю, ну, называю. Не знаю почему. Я такой. Понимаете, я не как будто. А где?
This is the one. This is the one. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto.
Какой-то маленький.
Yeah, it's on the smaller side, but size isn't everything in a beetle fight.
Ну, ты говорил, что размер имеет значение.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its... Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent. Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
А где Пайман?
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
Что нашла?
Forget a battles to beetles and Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one. What do you think, Itto? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches every bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
You got some experience?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever...
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time,
Ты до этого не
I'm gonna
выиграл?
win- Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up
Совпадение.
nicely.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well...
Whoa. let's not do anything rash here, you know.
Ну,
I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Вуу! Давай, поехали. Да давай на арену просто Пайман вытащим и все. Пусть сражается. Какая разница? Размеру как раз таки жучок этот. Принарядим и все. Мне просто интересно, как у Итто будет с Делюком сражаться моим. Делюк-то сильный.
Finally, you're back. Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Битва.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on,
Только
you
что.
can take him, little guy.
That's right! Finish it!
Вот это битва.
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Ha! Looks like I win again!
Dang it. Oh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Ну, не слишком впечатляющее достижение.
Stripey Ghost is invincible! Even Uncle Ito can't beat him.
I won't forget
Так наш
this.
еще
I'll beat
жучок
you
есть.
next time, I swear. All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
Он не пурпурный.
Alright, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Тебе правда понравилось такое название? Он же не пурпурный.
That one looks ultra strong.
Да,
But
здоровяк прям.
it's still no match for you, Stripey.
Alright, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
На.
No, I can't believe it.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be...
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit too.
Да, оставь лучше этого малого.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Да мы все равно этим не
Go ahead,
балуемся.
take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's...
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryo Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact, they're in...
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang.
Мы
But I've
новенькие.
never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Не надо волноваться.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? I'm a real lousy liar.
Ito, Sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry.
I guess. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it.
Вот это прям открыл Америку. Я прям этого вообще не понял, блин. Но по тебе видно, что это не ты, блин.
I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if
А что, мы
someone gets
пиздиться не
hurt.
будем все равно?
So why
Обидно.
in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Well, maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long,
Ну
long
да.
time ago. The
Слышали?
story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale,
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things...
so is the story from the
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, but the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. So the Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, the Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really,
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to. Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two... First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against them. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life.
so you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the...
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But that's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely...
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him, so he knows your story.
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, the whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again.
Зачем врать нам?
I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else.
Так не получилось.
There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get in. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, but if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the Blue Oni...
Yep,
Да, поможем.
Paimon too. Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... All right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start.
Wish
These
ты была
two fine
Vol.
folks, they're just- Well, I should tell you though, things could get a little dangerous. So be ready for.
Don't worry about us.
All right. Then our
Уже
first job is
ветераны
to investigate where this
приключений.
blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp.
Пойдем, поговорим с ним. В принципе, это недалеко. Опа, вот это мне надо собирать для Саю. Ага. Ну это же дальше кости идут, да? У меня же воображение нормально сейчас работает. Просто да, мне вот эти вот кости, короче, надо собирать для Саю. А мне очень лень делать это просто вот отдельно, знаете, вот. Отдельно пойти, собирать. Дико впадло, на самом деле. А так пока это по пути, тем более вот так вот просто. Типа, почему бы и нет? ТП обратно мы можем сделать просто потом и все. Со Саю я в первую очередь качаю сейчас только потому, что она как еще один саппорт пойдет. Только не в эту группу, а во вторую. То есть она как основной саппорт пойдет уже. Главный саппорт. Я прочитал про нее, то что она может как и уроном херачить, так и хилить очень даже неплохо. Но при этом ей нужно созвездие сделать. Хотя бы S1. Тогда без ограничений все будет, как вот у Беннета. То есть Беннету мне тоже надо это сделать.
We'll need more where that came from.
Я просто мимо пробегаю. Отвяньте, зануда. Зануда, отвяньте. Ты тоже. Значит, сейчас приведу вас в лагере этот, и вам всем звезделей дадут. Вот и правильно, уходите. Кого мы ищем? Масату, да?
Yo, you must be Masato.
An Oni? Oh no.
Oh,
Успокойся.
yeah. Not the one that robbed you though, so chill. I contacted you before.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your good, but this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead,
Huh? That's totally
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for, and that my business is our only life. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go.
Странно.
Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to return, but the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's
Ugh, that idiot Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty. You weren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it.
Ah, don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole lot. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach.
Погнали там посмотрим. В принципе, да, это единственный переход с острова на остров. Там они и должны оказаться все-таки. Хотя бы разочек. Ну, блин, эти кристаллы я пока не собираю, потому что мне впадло. Так, а вот по поводу звуков, я бы сделал их сейчас потише, потому что что-то громкость постоянно туда-сюда балуется. Глаза мозолить просто. О, это дебильный квест. Хорошо, что я там его закончил. Татарсума, по-моему, да? Что-то такое было.
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared. Oh, here they come!
Да это просто
There they
самурая.
are, and one of them has horns.
О,
All right, it's go time.
давай. Твои скиллы я знаю, но я тебя буду использовать как раз таки только для ульты. Ну, есть с кем это сделать.
Looks like
Здорово,
you
ребят.
fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later.
Let's get down to business. A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Ага. Ну-ка, а твой урон какой?
Hey, Raiden Shogun, is that you?
Одинаковые, только Итто быстрее бьет. У меня при этом криты есть.
Hey, don't even think about running.
Ну стоять,
It's
сука.
me, Arataki Ito, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is, but what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even, because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago? Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt Decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know how if you tried. You're a disgrace to the Oni cup.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging
Вот же у него
out
глаз
here,
бога-то.
man.
Since when do you care what other people
О
think?
чем вы?
You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut
Беззаботно?
off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease. That's what matters most to me.
Не обязательно впадать в такие крайности.
And besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society. people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of this.
You make a good point. But Arataki eat the blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't, unless of course this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the... Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are. Seize them.
Oh no, it's the Tenryo Commission.
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Hey, hey! He got away. Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
Слишком поздно, нас уже окружили.
Can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here and we'll escape together. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you too.
Я уже как-то на них нападал, все было нормально.
Who goes there?
I must...
Attaboy!
Attaboy!
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
Блядь, надо же здорового-то сначала отмудохать. Главного-то их. Просто в них запутаться очень легко. Вот. Ну и как Керри хорош, кстати. Мощный.
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryo Commission, but I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here.
Я ведь просто могу им все объяснить.
No way. All that would do is send them after our blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with them first.
Then what should we do? The Tenryo Commission?
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryo butt.
Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun without us? Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Кто такие вообще?
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Go! Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, there's no time. Go, do what you gotta do, boss.
All right then. Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
Run for it, boss!
Abandon them. Каких-то лохов.
The Arataki gang. Getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow.
Сейчас найдем, не переживай.
At the ready.
Hey.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got for now.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Отлично.
We can do
Эти квесты просто очень легкие. Взял, пострелял, да и все. Где следы-то? Ага.
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here?
Он замешкался.
A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've
Здрасте.
got company.
А вы уверены в своих силах-то, ребят? А ты кто такой?
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's
Да,
waiting
меня
for
это
us
не
up ahead.
волнует.
Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here.
Пещера.
Entrance. Yes. All right. I think we just found their hideout. This is going to be where they keep all the people they took.
Paimon thinks Taki is probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away.
Ты действительно понял, к чему клонит такое?
Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb.
Мне кажется, это
But it
глупо.
takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to
Как
think
я
those
прям.
ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
Хотя не, я помню.
Huh? What were you two talking about?
Нормально все, Паймон. Дорогая моя. Нет Гео? Да вот он. С нами. Ходит. Да, им реально можно вот отыграть как керри. Но слабым керри. Потому что тот же самый Делюка у меня намного сильнее. У него еще атаки не сбиваются, оказывается. То есть на какой атаке ты остановился, то ты и продолжишь. Что очень странно. Ладно, погнали.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
Fourth, my blade. Oh, finally,
Oh, it's moving!
It's moving.
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
А, ладно. Будем идти туда, куда нас ведет лестница. Тун-тун-тру-тун. Что здесь можно найти? Почему здесь есть этот проход, на который, ну, по сути, он бесполезен? Угу. Красиво. Хороший вид, прекрасный просто. Ладно. Пойдем дальше. Хватит дропаться в ППС, ты чё? Совсем с ума сошел, что ли? Я не должен так делать. Окей. Ну, вообще-то я туда долететь мог просто спокойно. В чем прикол? Это типа такая головоломка, которая по сути-то ничего не значит вообще. Ага. Я вот так вот мог сделать просто спокойно. А вот и сундук. О, у вас кто-то еще и молнией заряжен. Какая прелесть, ребятки. Какая, мать его, прелесть. Зря молнии зарядились. Просто проверить. Мало ли. Вот это вот неспроста здесь заныкали. Ну дай! Да, блядь! Ага, угу. Угу. Печать открыта. Здесь работает дверь. Меня та дверь смущает. Простите меня. Какого хрена она не открывается? Еще раз. Я так просто не уйду. Потому что она открывается с другой стороны. Нам, походу, придется сваливать. Ну ладно. Это все легко. Это прям все настолько линейно. Даже думать не надо. Банька. Я как понимаю, сейчас сражаться буду вообще с этим синим, да? Да, уже заметил, что их много. О. А теперь попробуем, как ты с Беннетом работаешь, дорогой мой. Охрененно работает с Беннетом. Освободили всех заложников. Бегите.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
Это родители этого мелкого. Угу. С ним все в порядке.
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you.
Его благодарить надо.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy...
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes...
These vagrants are insatiable. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything to...
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far.
Синий все-таки заботился, я об этом подозревал на самом деле. А, только синий, да?
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand. Are you a friend of his?
Relative.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like...
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and...
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family.
Свастмора.
Huh. Child that made some poor choices.
Я на самом деле, я такую же тему заметил. Это, что, ну... Он какой-то прям... Не знаю, неуверенный. Обидчивый, что ли. Как будто он на весь мир обиделся. Теперь вопрос, а как мне туда подняться? Ой, я это зря сделал. А, я понял, как это сделать, все. Вопросов больше нет. Чпок. Теперь через правую сторону нам на верхнюю часть. А! Слышь, ты ничего не хочешь объяснить? У меня все ребята, которые залазят даже на последнем выносливости, они умудряются залезть и поставить свою ножку туда, знаешь ли. А ты что-то не умудрился это сделать. У тебя, кстати, определенные крылья очень хорошо подойдут, которые я фармлю. Я же репутацию сейчас тоже фармлю постоянно. Давайте, сопротивление бесполезно. Поньк. На, ребятки. Какая мне разница, да? О. Вот это вот последствия того, что соединяешь и лед, блядь, и огонь, и молнию. Ах. Похуй, давай! Бум! Давай, до Талова! На! Кто из вас главный здесь? Я понял, ты? А, вот ты. Ну на тебе. Котлету. Да, мы победили. А у тебя рот открывается, нога-то? Угу.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are and let... Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of the mechanism. And when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah.
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Ну ты тоже взорвешься.
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. You've had your fun. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed her.
Just give it here!
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening.
Буньк. Хорош. Я сам хотел это сделать, но...
Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, oh, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here! This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly.
They're here. We won't let them slip away this time.
Как же вы не вовремя, а?
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. Arataki Ito is innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am. How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Ito.
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy, huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride. The blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
Вот черт.
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them. Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
Красава. Правильно сделал.
We managed to save everyone! But what about Itto and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright.
Подождем еще немного. Угу.
It's Itto and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Раша, ты жив? Сучёныш.
Why would you do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo it?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by... Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your...
You say all that, but... in spite of everything, you're barely get...
That's just how I roll, man. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious... Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But...
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking. Takuya, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't! Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryou officers.
Oh, I guess I forgot about that. But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them too.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou Commission.
I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation?
Да, можешь положиться на нас.
And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to ya.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too.
Если Даки, может нахуй идти, я вот так отпишу.
Unique circumstances and in light of the complexity of this case.
Если я Райден отмудохал, вас тем более, я могу так вечно делать.
Hey, wait. Unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something?
Да так, ничего
Oh,
страшного.
yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself.
Ага, верю.
Yeah, all right. See you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Да.
Well, he's pretty.
Чего? Что дальше? Нам кони сейчас надо. К бабушке Они. Все ей рассказать, да и...
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
Да хороший парень, только придурковатый, по сути. И постоянно хочет казаться лучше. Хотя это далеко не всегда так. А вот родители, кстати, наши ребенок все-таки.
Ah, yes. That does sound like my Ito.
So, did they take Uncle Ito away? Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again. He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Ito helped us, and he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Ito is if you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto though he looks fierce on the outside. He has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but...
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Ito and his friend...
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryo Commission...
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Да, проходите.
I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing...
Do you need our help?
No. Besides, once Ito is released, he'll be here to... Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him... He does whatever he puts his mind to. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. But I've never been ashamed of this name. Because Ito is my pride and joy.
A long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the blue Oni back home. The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the blue Oni had once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.